You know that feeling? Just as the light starts coming in, shaping the room, and before you really see it, you sense something's different.
Yes, that subtle shift in the air,
Mhm.
like a quiet knowing that something's been touched, altered.
And then your eye lands on it, a line, on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, it's not yesterday's room anymore.
Mm-hmm. A single thread pulled. It can unravel so much, can it?
It feels, well, almost alive, that crack. Like it's breathing, you know? A slow pulse in the quiet.
That sense of it having its own life, its own rhythm.
Yeah, and then you see these smaller lines sort of branching out from it, like whispers spreading. It gives me this prickle. Familiar, but, unsettling.
That mix of the known and the unknown is often where dreams operate.
Does it make you think back to maybe the first time you heard glass break? That sound, so sudden and sharp, just slicing through everything.
Oh, absolutely. That sudden shattering of the ordinary.
And then afterwards, that strange emptiness, where something whole used to be.
Yes, that first break, it often leaves a deep mark, doesn't it? It's the moment the seamless world sort of shows a flaw, a way in for something unexpected.
A way in. I like that.
And the emptiness you mentioned. Well, that's also space, isn't it? Space where new shapes, new possibilities can maybe start to form.
And looking at this crack now, it's like a mirror, but fractured. You see glimpses, but they're not quite right, not whole.
It's distorted reflection.
Exactly. Each jagged bit catches something different. A flicker of, I don't know, a younger me. Or a face that looks really guarded. Sometimes just a shadow.
Different facets of the self showing through the break.
Right. And my hand, it sort of wants to trace the line, to feel the edge, the texture of it. But
Yeah.
I hesitate. There's this definite hesitation.
That pull towards it, but also the reluctance that really speaks to how we often approach our own vulnerabilities, our own broken places.
You mean we see the flaw, the imperfection?
Yes. And part of us is drawn to it, wants to understand it, poke at it even. But another part is, well, frankly, afraid of what that understanding might uncover.
And the face looking back from the glass. It's not quite me. Or maybe it is me, but rearranged somehow. Features a bit off. Is that how I see myself? Deep down. Fragmented.
It could reflect a perception of self,
Yeah.
certainly.
Oh, yeah.
How you feel you are, rather than an objective truth.
But then, maybe these cracks aren't just breaks. Could they be? Openings? Pathways?
Yes. Go on.
Pathways to, I don't know, hitting corners inside, memories I haven't thought about in ages, or even like desires I haven't dared to say out loud.
That resonates very strongly. The idea of cracks as portals.
It feels like this window, this break. It's been waiting for something, waiting for me to notice.
Precisely. The outer world so often mirrors our inner state, doesn't it? A feeling of being fractured inside can absolutely create its own openings, its own roots to what's been locked away. That feeling of waiting, well, that suggests a pressure building, seeking release.
It reminds me, I had this dream not long ago. I was in this room, but the walls were made of glass, and it was dark all around outside the room.
Okay. Glass walls. Interesting.
At first, it felt solid, you know, like safe, an enclosure, but then tiny lines started to appear everywhere, spreading really fast, like frost on a cold window pane.
So the stability started to go?
Yeah, completely. The whole room started to like fall apart. Shards of glass were raining down. But the weird thing is, I just stood there. I didn't run.
You didn't try to escape the collapse.
No. It was almost like as the walls dissolved, I could see glimpses of other things, other rooms maybe, or other possibilities, other ways of, I don't know, being.
Those glass walls in the dream,
Yeah.
they often symbolize the boundaries we set up for ourselves, right? Sometimes self-imposed limitations, or the feeling of being trapped by our own perceptions.
So them breaking.
They're fracturing, they're collapse.
Yeah.
It really hints at the potential for those limitations to just dissolve, to break down, revealing other ways forward.
And then a piece of glass, a shard, it brushed my skin, and there was this sharp sting.
Ah, pain.
But it wasn't painful exactly. It was more like relief, a sudden lightness.
Relief. Interesting.
Yeah, and when I woke up, that feeling, that lightness, it sort of stayed with me. And now, looking at this actual broken window, that dream feels less random, more like a map, pointing towards parts of myself I usually try to avoid.
That sense of relief you felt in the dream instead of pain, that's very telling. It suggests perhaps a deep tension finding its way out, a release, and the dream feeling like a guide.
Well, the unconscious often nudges us, doesn't it? Towards integration, towards welcoming back those exiled parts of ourselves.
The crack here, it's still growing, slowly. making new angles, new shapes in the light. I think about all the windows in my life, the ones I've looked through, the ones I've slammed shut, the ones that got
Like
broken.
barriers, invitations, obstacles.
Yeah, but this one,
Yeah.
this broken one right now,
Mm-hmm.
it feels different. It feels like a threshold.
A threshold, that's a powerful image. The familiar room is on this side, but just beyond the glass. Something unknown feels like it's calling. A quiet pull, but persistent.
Yes, that in-between space, the
Yeah.
liminal. That's where transformation often happens, isn't it? Where the known bumps up against the unknown, and it offers a choice, an opportunity to maybe step beyond our usual limits.
My reflection in the glass keeps shifting. The pieces rearrange themselves. Just for a second there, I thought I saw a younger me looking back. Small face, hard to read. Then it vanished.
A fleeting glimpse.
But it triggered something, a memory. I must have been, 7? There was this door in our old house. Always locked.
Ah, the forbidden door.
Exactly, and behind it was this room, supposed to be full of, forbidden treasures, old books, dusty trinkets, toys I wasn't allowed. The longing to get in there was just overwhelming.
The intense curiosity.
So one night, I waited till everyone was asleep, crept downstairs, heart pounding like crazy, found the key. It was hidden, of course.
The secret knowledge.
Yeah, and turning that key, hearing the soft click, oh, the rush of triumph. Getting into the forbidden space.
That forbidden room. It's such a classic symbol, isn't it? Representing the unconscious, perhaps. Or things kept hidden away, things deemed unacceptable by the rules, by expectations, and that intense desire to enter. It speaks volumes about our innate curiosity, the urge to explore the unknown parts of ourselves, the uncharted territories within.
Of course, later, I got found out. There was the scolding, the punishment, standard stuff.
The consequences of transgression.
Yeah. But even now, decades later, I remember that feeling, crossing the line, daring to go into the unknown, that thrill of breaking the rule, and the guilt, too, right after, that constant push and pull between doing what you're told and doing what you really, really want.
Those early experiences of testing limits, pushing boundaries, and then facing the music, they often deeply shape our later relationship with authority, both outside us and inside us, too. That tension you still feel, it highlights that ongoing conversation, that negotiation between our impulses and our learned controls.
The window. I think it just trembled. Did you see that? Another tiny line, almost invisible. I wonder, how much longer can it actually hold together before it all just gives way? Part of me really hopes it never does. That it stays like this, balanced on the edge, precarious.
Preserving the current state, even if flawed.
But another part, it just knows it's inevitable, isn't it? The cracks are too deep now. It has to break eventually.
That anticipation of the shattering. It holds both a sense of dread, perhaps, but also a kind of strange fascination.
Yeah, fascination's a good word.
The wish to keep things as they are, fragile as they might be, versus that underlying knowledge that sometimes a complete break is the only way to clear the path for something new.
And when it happens, what will I do? Just watch. Try to shield myself. Or, I don't know, just let it happen. Maybe even embrace whatever comes next.
That question of response is crucial.
I'm just going to close my eyes just for a second. Okay. Opening them now. The room feels different somehow. Is the light stronger? The air feels cleaner? Crisper.
A shift in perception.
Yeah. And the window. Still cracked, still fragile, obviously. But it feels less like a barrier now, more like, like a possibility, a promise almost.
That internal shift is significant, isn't it? The external object, the cracked window, it seems to have acted as a catalyst. The possibility, the promise you feel now, that's the potential for release, perhaps. For a new way of seeing to emerge right out of the brokenness.
Taking a breath now. Slow, deep one. Filling my lungs all the way. There's a weight to this moment. Holding it. And then letting it go. Slowly. Releasing the tightness, the fear, the not knowing. Just being here. In this space between what was and what might be.
That simple act of breathing, of being present. It anchors us, doesn't it? It lets us observe our inner landscape without automatically judging it. That suspension, that place between opposing forces, that's often where real understanding starts to dawn.
I feel like somewhere in those cracks, there's an answer. But it's to a question I haven't even figured out how to ask yet.
The unformed question.
Yeah. Is it about letting go? Is it about taking control? Or maybe it's much quieter than that. Something I'll only get when I stop trying so hard to figure it out and just listen.
The unformed question often holds the most potency. It represents that stirring from deep within, from the unconscious. an intuition that something needs attention, needs exploration, even if the conscious mind hasn't found the words for it yet.
And then, wow, it just happened. Almost no sound, just gone.
The break.
That sharp, sudden absence of sound, almost. A moment of pure stillness. And now, this gentle rain of fragments falling softly. It's not chaos at all. It's strangely quiet, peaceful almost.
Yes. That moment of shattering, it can bring such an unexpected calm, can't it? The tension is finally released. The old form dissolves, making way.
I'm looking at the floor now, covered in pieces. Each one catches the light differently, reflects a different angle of the room, the different facet of me, maybe. Some sharp, jagged, others smooth, rounded. Picking one up now. Feels cool in my hand.
The remnants hold stories, don't they? Each shard, a memory perhaps, or a feeling. A piece of the journey that led to this point.
And where the window was, there's just the empty frame, open to the air outside. It feels different in here now. Definitely lighter.
An opening, fully created now. A new perspective becoming available, perhaps.
Stepping closer to it, to the empty frame. For a second, the room behind me, this familiar room, it looks different too. Changed by what's missing. And beyond the frame, well, it's just the world outside, waiting.
A threshold well and truly crossed. The inside and the outside. Connected now. In a completely new way.
It feels like, and yeah, a release, like I've let go of something I didn't even know I was holding on to so tightly.
The act of breaking, paradoxically, can be profoundly liberating sometimes.
And even though the glass is gone, I can still sort of see the memory of that first crack, that first tiny line that started everything. It's a reminder, isn't it?
A reminder of what?
That even in things that seem solid, permanent, there's always potential for change, for something new to break through.
Indeed. The marks we carry, the visible ones and the invisible ones, they often hold the deepest lessons, the most important truths about ourselves.
Taking one last look at the empty space. Okay, turning away now, walking away. There's definitely a sense of lightness. Something has shifted, for sure.
Moving forward then, with a new sense of space perhaps, new possibility.
That sound though, or the memory of the sound, shattering.
A necessary break perhaps, for whatever comes next.
All those fragments, reflecting who I was, maybe, and who I might become.
Glimpses of the self, revealed in the very act of breaking.
It feels like a gift, strangely. Seeing through the cracks.
New perspectives, emerging right from the fractures themselves.
There's still this lingering sense of change in the air. You feel it.
Yes, a subtle echo. The afterglow of transformation.
Stepping out now, metaphorically speaking, into a different light.
Seeing the world anew, through changed eyes.
But still carrying that mark, the memory of what was broken.
Strength found in acknowledging vulnerability, in the imperfection.
And the empty space? It doesn't feel empty, really. It feels full of potential.
The freedom that comes with letting go, trusting the process.
It's like an echo of the breaking. But it leaves like a shard of light. Something to carry forward on the path.
Lasting reminder of interchange, of resilience, of beauty in the break itself.